Hi, boys and girls. Let me give you a quick overview of what we did in our Zoom class today. We started the day like we always do with our calendar. It is September 2020. That is our month and our year. The day of the week is Monday, and the number is 14. Today's the 14th, just about 1 week away until we start that new season of fall. And then we did our think, pair, share question. It's asking us, how do you let someone know how you are feeling? Think about it. In class, we talked about how we can use our voices and our words. We can use our faces to smile or look sad. We can even draw pictures of how we're feeling. So there's lots of different ways to let someone know how you are feeling. We had some new feelings words today. And they are curious and confused. If you're curious, it means you're really interested in something and you'd like to know more. If you're confused, that means you're all mixed up inside like a puzzle and you're just not sure what's going on. You're not sure about something. So you might need to ask some questions to help figure things out. So we're going to watch our digital dictionaries about those words. Let me just make sure that the sound is on for you. Yes, it is. Here we go.
Curious. When you're curious, it means you really want to learn or know about things. The monkey was curious about who lived in the cave.
Oops.
Oh, that monkey was curious, and then I think he got scared when the bear popped out.
Confused. When we feel confused, we feel mixed up inside. We are puzzled, and we can't decide what's happening or what to do. The hippo came to a traffic light with both its red light and its green light on at the same time. And there were arrows pointing in every possible direction. He didn't know whether to stop or go or which direction he was supposed to be heading in. He was very confused.
Yes, that would be very confusing, wouldn't it? Okay, so we've been learning all kinds of feelings words. We are going to look at day 10 in our journal. You can check out what we wrote about today. Today, we wrote about a time that we were feeling scared or something that made us feel scared. Maybe you're scared of the dark. Maybe you're scared of spiders. Maybe you were out trick-or-treating and you saw a scary costume. Maybe you were scared to go someplace new or to meet a new friend. So just think of a time that you were scared, and that's what we're writing about. And I started with the uppercase I. We know that word and that letter. I went to a new place. That was my sentence, and I drew a scared person. They're like, oh no, that's why their mouth looks like that. And their hair is standing straight up, and they have big scared eyes. Now remember, you can just write whatever letters you know, and here's the letters we've learned so far. M, A, S, and D. Those are some of the letters we've learned so far, right? So you can definitely write those down. If you're not sure how to spell what it is you want to say, just go ahead and write some of the letters you already know and then draw a picture to go with it. Okay, now I want to go over your math test with you. Today was a test, so your parents couldn't help you with it. They can only just read the questions to you, give you the directions for what to do. So for number 1, we had to look at all these rows of flowers and find the picture that had 4 flowers. So if you think this one has 4, you would color in A. If this one has 4, you color in B. If you think this one has 4, you color in C. And if you think this one has 4, you can color in D. Now you can only pick one answer because there is only one that has 4 flowers. So you just color in your choice, whatever your choice is, you shade it in with your pencil. And then for number 2, right here, we counted these pairs, and then we picked the number that matched how many we counted. So if we only counted 1, we would color in A. If we counted 3, we would color in B. If we counted 4, we would color in C. And if we counted 5, we would color in D. And I can't tell you the answer because it's a test. I need to know what you know all on your own. And your parents can send me a photo of your test when you're all done with it, or they can just send it and drop it off in the kindergarten tote. Okay, number 3 is in the shape of a fish. And again, you can pause this at any time. Now I'm going a little fast, but that's because I don't have you on the screen with me. So you can go as slow or fast as you need to. So for number 3, we are looking at how many is 2. We need to find the number 2, so you got to think about, what does the number 2 look like? Remember, half a heart, give it a shoe. That's how we write the number 2. And then it will also have 2 leaves next to it. So if you think this is 2 with 2 leaves, you would shade in A. If you see this as 2 and 2 leaves, you would shade in B. If you think this is a 2 with 2 leaves, you color C. And if you think this is a 2 with 2 leaves, you would color D. So pick one of those that shows the number 2 with 2 leaves and color it in. And then we're going to go over here to number 4. We are looking for the row that has 4 spots. So if you think there are 4 circles, spots, here, you color in A. If you counted 4 here, you color B. If you counted 4 here, you would color C. If there were 4 here, you would color D. So find the one that has 4 and color it in. And we're going to flip it over here to this side. Number 5, it looks like a high five. It's got a hand. We have some dishes. We have 1, 2, 3 dishes. And here's this graph that we practiced last week. So you can either shade it in, or you could do the circles to show 3 dishes. But I need you to fill this graph in so that it shows 3, so it matches the dishes. So you can color in 3 boxes or put a circle in each box until you have 3 circles in each, 1 for each box. So fill up your graph with 3. And then for number 6, right here, you're going to go to the lines and you're going to write a 2. Remember, a 2 is half a heart, give it a shoe. And once you write your very best 2, you're going to come in this open space over here and you're going to make 2 circles. So you're going to show me how many 2 is. And then for number 7, right here in the shape of a pine tree, we have some forks. So you're going to count the forks, and then you're going to circle how many you counted. So if you counted only 3 forks, you would circle a number 3. If you counted 4 forks, circle a number 4. If you counted 5 forks, you circle a number 5. So pick one number that matches how many you counted. And then we're going to go to this side right here with all these cool sea creatures. And then you see there's lines down here. This is telling us to look and see how many squids there are only in this big picture up here. So you're going to go back up here and count how many squids you see. And then you're going to write your answer right here on the line. So write that number right there. And then you're going to do the same thing with the fish. So you're going to count how many fish there are, and then you write that number on the line right here. And then the last thing you're going to do is find the sea turtles. So you're going to count the sea turtles, and then you're going to write the number right here. And this side over here, you can just cross it out. We're not going to do that side this time. All right, very good. Your first ever math test. Amazing. And then after math, what we did was we went back to reading and we covered our whole alphabet chart. We did all the letters and the sounds. So practice that at home. And then we talked about the newest letter that we have, the letter D. Here we go. D for dinosaur. Remember, we go to the top of the head, down to the foot, and we go left around the tail. Here's our silly D cartoon.
Dinosaur. D, d, d. D, 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 d.
Now remember, if you watched our lesson from Friday on the YouTube channel, that you remember D is like a bouncing ball. We don't say duh, we cut off the and we bounce our finger when we say the D sound. D, 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 just like that. Because when we make the letter D sound, our lips are open and our tongue is touching the top, the roof of our mouth to say d, 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 just like that. So we have a tall D right here and a small d right here. So for the tall D, we have a straight line, and he's got a big belly. The belly goes that way. And over here we have our dinosaur that also starts with a straight line. But remember, he doesn't have a belly, he has a tail, so it goes behind him. Right here, it goes to the left. So tall D, small d. And I know you practiced writing those on Friday. We also practiced again today. We were in class together. The other thing we did today was talk about rhyming. We actually did a little rhyming song and a dance. So if you want, have your parents get on YouTube and they can type in rhyming songs by Jack Hartman, and he's got some really fun songs. So we did a little rhyming game. We talked about words that rhyme and that don't rhyme. Remember, rhyming words sound the same at the end, like frog, log. They both end with og. Like cat, hat. Can you think of another word that rhymes with cat and hat? Like bat and rat and sat. Those are some words we came up with in class today. And not all words rhyme, do they? Like if I said frog and tree, frog, tree, those don't sound the same, they don't rhyme. But if I said frog, dog, or frog, dog, log, all those words rhyme. So keep practicing your rhyming. Great job today, sharing those halos, and I'll see you next time. Bye, friends.